Good evening to you all, and thank you for joining us here on Rwanda Television News tonight. We do hope you had yourselves a productive Thursday. Now here's a sneak peek of our edition tonight. Representatives of non-governmental organizations have called for increased efforts in programs that resolve disputes through alternative mechanisms outside the courts in order to further reduce prison crowding. The CEO and President of Prison Fellowship International, Andrew Corley, commended the cooperation between this organization and Rwanda's Correctional Service, the Ministry of Justice, and the Ministry of Internal Security. Once again, we're glad to have your company tonight, coming to you straight from the heart of Africa, Kigali. My name is Martina Abera. Now let us kick things off by informing you that on Thursday, Prime Minister Dr. Justin Nsengiyumva received a delegation led by Mr. Leung Chan-ying, chairman of the GX Foundation, a Hong Kong-based charitable organization providing global medical and public health assistance. The discussions focused on potential areas of cooperation aimed at strengthening Rwanda's health sector. Now, representatives of non-governmental organizations have called for increased efforts in programs that resolve disputes through alternative mechanisms outside the courts in order to further reduce prison overcrowding. The appeal follows findings from the 2024-2025 report of the National Commission for Human Rights, which indicates that prison overcrowding decreased by 24% compared to the 2023-2024 period. A study conducted in 14 prisons across the country shows that in the 2023-2024 fiscal year, the prison occupancy rate stood at 134.3%, before declining to 110% in the 2024-2025 period. However, as the National Commission for Human Rights was compiling this report, on 31st August 2025, the Rwanda Correctional Service reported that prisons have an official capacity to accommodate 68,933,000, while they were holding 71,561 detainees, representing an occupancy rate of 103.8%. This indicates that prison overcrowding continues to decrease. The chairperson of the Parliamentary Committee on Unity, Human Rights and Fight Against Genocide, Honorable Ndangiza Madine, explained the factors that contributed to this reduction. During discussions that brought together members of parliament serving on this committee and civil society organizations working in the field of human rights, both sides acknowledged that despite the progress achieved, the percentages highlighted in the report still place a responsibility on the government, particularly institutions within the justice chain, to take further action so that these figures continue to decline. Honorable MP Madina Ndagiza explained that reports produced by human rights civil society organizations will be used during in-depth discussions with various institutions with the aim of identifying solutions to the challenges that continue to hinder the delivery of effective and fair justice to citizens. Statistics from the Supreme Council of the Judiciary show that during the 2024-2025 judicial year, courts handled a total of 182,527 cases. Of these, 109,192 cases were adjudicated, including 92,880 cases on the merits and 16,312 cases related in provisional detention and release. In addition, 15,012 cases were concluded through the alternative dispute resolution policy. The 2024-2025 judicial year ended with 58,322 cases still pending before the courts, including 26,862 backlog cases. Moving ahead, the CEO and President of Prison Fellowship International, Andrew Corley, commended the cooperation between this organization and Rwanda's Correctional Service, the Ministry of Justice, and the Ministry of Internal Security. And our Gladys has more.
On his first day to Rwanda, CEO and President of the Prison Fellowship International, Andrew Corley, visited inmates being rehabilitated at Nyarugenge Prison in Mageragere. Some of those who have benefited from the teachings provided by this organization gave testimonies of how they helped them. When I arrived at the correctional facility because of the crime I had committed, I fell into despair and self-rejection. I was overwhelmed with thoughts about where I would go after serving the years of my sentence, and I felt deep shame because of my offense. I even felt unable to socialize with others. For these reasons, I am grateful for this program that brought these teachings. I pray that they are given more strength to further expand their project and to reach and teach many others who are in the same difficult situation as I was. The President and CEO of Prison Fellowship International, Andrew Corley, commended the cooperation between this organization and Rwanda Correctional Service.
I also wanted to come here to thank the correctional services, the Rwanda Correctional Services, because we can't do our work unless they allow us to do it, unless they value the things that we are doing. We have an amazing national ministry here called Prison Fellowship Rwanda, who are really doing terrific programs. We heard today the cry, can we do more? Can we do more? And there's a reason for that, it's because the programs work. But also we're able to do it because we are permitted to do it. And I wanted to thank the Rwanda Correctional Services for their permission. You saw joy, you saw authenticity. From people who needed to make restitution to their society, you heard the testimony of the man who had a very, very difficult story to tell. You saw it. This is really important because this is real. This is not fiction. What is happening in prisons is very real. And we shouldn't turn away from it, because I know from the vision of the Rwanda Correctional Services, that's not how you view it. And we saw today the amazing things that can happen when there is people of vision, people of commitment, and men and women who want to change. It's really important. And I'm just very honored to be here, to have observed it, and to feel that this, because I truly believe it, is a part of nation building. It's a part of community healing, it's a part of restoration on an individual level and on a community level, and it's an honor to be a part of it.
Inmates at Nyarugenge Correctional Facility in Mageragere praised the vocational skills they receive through training and also requested that they be provided with additional courses. We would like documentary films to be produced on specific topics and for a defined period, such as drug abuse or issues related to gender-based violence, among others. Here, we have opportunities to learn different vocational skills through TVET, including mechanics, tailoring, hairdressing, and IT. First and foremost, we wish for these programs to be expanded so that we can also access other knowledge. There are those who need to study electricity, plumbing, and construction, and we would also like RCS partners such as PFI to be involved. The CEO and President of the Prison Fellowship International also held discussions with the Minister of Justice and Attorney General, Dr. Emmanuel Ugirashewuja, to convey the inmates' requests for the continuation of psychosocial support programs and vocational training in prisons. He also held talks with the Minister of Interior, Dr. Vincent Biruta, during which they commended the ongoing cooperation and partnership aimed at protecting the rights of inmates. The Rwanda Correctional Service reported that from 2021 to date, a total of 2,656 people, including 1,956 men and 700 women, have received psychosocial support programs. Between 2022 and 2024, training on mental health was provided to 45 inmates and 5 correctional officers, while others were equipped with vocational skills.
Moving ahead, experts agree that technical and vocational education and training plays a critical role in reducing unemployment, particularly among young people. One such in-demand skill is massage therapy, a form of muscle and nerve treatment widely offered in hospitals and hotels. Currently, youth unemployment in Rwanda stands at 18.5%. Unemployment affects 14.9% of Rwanda's working age population and 18.5% of the youth, according to the Rwanda Statistical Yearbook 2025, recently released by the National Institute of Statistics of Rwanda. In response to this challenge, a growing number of young people are enrolling in training programs focused on muscle and nerve therapy, commonly known as massage therapy, which uses specialized body manipulation techniques to relieve pain and improve physical well-being. On Thursday, various students were observed providing massage therapy services to 2 patients. Both therapists expressed confidence and satisfaction with the profession they have been training in for the past 6 months. Clients who received the service confirmed that massage therapy significantly helped to ease body pain and discomfort. Although unemployment among TVET graduates stands at 15.7%, the 35 students who completed a 6-month massage therapy training program reported no difficulty in securing employment. This was confirmed by Dr. Egide Ntagungira Kayonga, director of the training institution.
A person comes to you and he or she is not informed about what he or she needs in terms of their illnesses or pathology or anything. They have the capacity to know, this I can handle it, this is for a general practitioner, this is for a specialist, this is for a neurologist, this is for an orthopedic surgeon, this is for, they don't really handle any situation. They know their boundaries and they know their scope of skills. So having that package, it will align them with the employer's needs. And this can be an opportunity for them to access jobs and also to help employers and investors to boost their business, especially in hospitality and wellness industry that has been really less given, they have been given less attention when it comes to massage therapy and what it really holds for the investors.
Head of Department Curriculum and Instructional Materials Development, RwandaTV Board Aimable, emphasized that massage therapy services are increasingly in demand across hospitals and the hospitality sector. By the end of 2025, the proportion of secondary school graduates enrolling in technical and vocational education had risen to 43%, up from 31% in 2022. The national target is to increase this figure to 60%. And on that note, we've come to the end of tonight's bulletin. On behalf of the news production team and the technical team, thank you for sticking with us here on RTV News. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.